Against the backdrop of the spectacular Rocky Mountains on the outskirts of Colorado Springs, home to some of our nation's best and brightest at the United States Air Force Academy. And when they're not learning to fly, they're getting ready for battles on the gridiron. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. Navy ready for kickoff as we get this game started. From inside the 10, here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Falcons offense takes the field to start this game off. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the...
And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Scoops it up. Still a live ball.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
On the option. He finds enough room to get it over the 10-yard line, and he's down at 13. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Falcons will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Running it back, it's Hodges. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Mids offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Got his man! And he's brought down after a nice game. And Jesse, you have a slot receiver like this, he can create matchup nightmares for a defense.
No doubt about it, Reese. And him and this quarterback, they really are on the same page. He's so deliberate with his route running. The quarterback knows exactly where he's going to be and when he's going to be there, and that's why they're so tough to stop.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
He'll do it himself. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Really, really nice football play. Man, I got to understand option football. I got to play my responsibility, make sure that I know what I'm doing. Look at the linebacker. Great job doing that, staying patient, getting to the quarterback.
Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, midshipman. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
That makes the score Navy 7, Air Force 0.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Now the play fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's Boyd. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Falcons with the 1st and 10. They'll run the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
No gain on the play.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. On the option. Now the toss. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds.
Well, and when you're a defense, you want to string it out, right? You want to fill these gaps as fast as you can. And they did a really good job of taking away this, taking away that. All of a sudden, he gets to the sideline, runs out of space. There's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense doing their assignments.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. It's Hayes. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. 1st down. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Breaks the tackle. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Put themselves in a bit of a bind with that last one. It's 2nd and 14. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They've methodically worked the ball down the field. 11th play of the drive coming up, but this one 3rd and long. Looking down the middle. Wide open downfield. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. And the Falcons are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Falcons!
And you love giving it to the big boy right near the goal line, plowing ahead. You know he's going to put 2 hands on the football, lower his shoulder. 2nd and goal. You don't need 3rd and goal, thanks to the big fella.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And that's the end of the line for the return man, but still business to attend to. A penalty marker is down. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 1st down here for the offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. Lofts one high and deep. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Navy!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. To the air, it's Hayes. Makes his connection.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket this slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
They'll power it inside with the fullback. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Falcons decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Bringing it back, it's Hodges. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. And here comes the Navy offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
Trying to get behind the defense. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. When you're around midfield, there's not really much of a choice. Go for it on fourth down. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And after the explosive run, giving this offense a little bolt of energy, he steps out of bounds with the first down. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. He wants to throw. Shoots it to the left. Snags it. Perfectly thrown ball. Nice catch. Good tackle, but it's first and goal from the 5. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Fires to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, midshipman. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Out of the end zone. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the second half. He's going to bring it out from deep. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. They'll run the option. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Navy will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Looks as if this one will be marked down around the 25. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. The option look. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Didn't get any breathing room on that last run. Now 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He'll ride his man on the option. And they pick up just 1. It'll be 3rd and 9.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. On the return, it's Hodges. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. And Navy will go back on the attack. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one, and David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game, you're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
And he'll be brought down. Navy quick to the line. They'll try to run for it. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I'll tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those 1st downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in 1st downs. They'll get one and they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple 1st downs together. Get one of those long drives going.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. And the defense knew exactly where that 1st down line was, and they stopped him short. Here comes the option. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a 1st down. On the option. On the move at the 30. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. Navy lifts anchor in the red zone. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. He'll keep it himself. Pulls his way forward. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Touchdown, Navy! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Makes the score. Navy 28, Air Force.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Loss of 2. Brings up second down.
At the end of the quarter, Navy has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to pass, it's Hayes. He's right on target. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. They'll try to get it through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. 4th and 1 is one thing, but 4th and 2, sometimes the coaches sort of chicken out at the last minute. Not this time. They go for it and they get it.
I don't disagree. Just that 1 yard does make...
The expressway is wide open. He's at the 10, and he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Air Force. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Navy offense. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He'll pull it on the read. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Wide open, he makes the catch. Touchdown, midshipman! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no...
Continues to fight for yards. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the big fella.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Coming after it. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. And the Falcons will hustle to the line. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires into traffic, picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. Turns it on in midfield. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the 1st down on the play.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
He'll toss it. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. They've converted twice on fourth down so far. Will they make it 3? He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. On the option, he'll pitch it. Headed to the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. They might try to score again. Now the toss. Touchdown, Navy! And the stomping has commenced. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's.
And that pass is intercepted. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it first down at the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And his first pass is incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Quarterback on the keeper. Nice move to pick up yardage. And he'll be tackled, and that'll bring us to the end of the game.